It's ironic. It started to rain really heavy, like right around when I was sitting down to do this. I was like, ooh, it makes it spooky. Hi, you dolls. Welcome back. And if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to react to Season 1, Episode 1 of Manifest, cleverly entitled Pilot. I'm very excited to start this show. One of my best friends is obsessed with it, has been trying to get me to watch it for a very long time now. So here we are. The last thing that I just reacted to was the finale of Once Upon a Time, the season 7 series finale of Once Upon a Time, and Josh Dallas plays Charming in that. So I wanted a little connection to that show ending and me starting a new one, and again, I've been told this is really good. I've heard from more than one person that it's very reminiscent of Lost. And Lost is one of my brother Jay's all-time, if not his all-time favorite show. I really liked it. I was one of those people, though, where I needed a little bit more from the ending. And I feel like now that I'm a little older, I want to watch through the whole thing again. And I feel like I might appreciate it a little more being older now, because I watched it when it came out on TV, when you had to sit down in front of the TV at a certain time. So, yeah, but I mean, I still really loved it and enjoyed all the little twists and turns there. So this being compared to that is a very good thing for me. I have seen part of the beginning of the first episode. It was a while ago, though, so I don't really remember. I did watch the trailer, though. My trailer reaction is on YouTube, so I do know certain little things that happen. I know the basis of it. It says Flight 828 arrives in New York with passengers who are unaware they've been missing for years as a mysterious phenomenon influences their behavior. So let's just jump in. This is Season 1, Episode 1 of Manifest, Pilot.
No one can explain what happened to us on April 7th, 2013. My parents. Still in perfect health, still trying to run my life.
It's not just about you.
Jared loves you.
Pal's leukemia wasn't responding to treatment. I still had nightmares about the car accident.
All things work together for good.
I don't believe that anymore.
$400 for anyone willing to take a later flight.
I would take it in a second. I'd do that for $100. I'd do it for a free sandwich on the plate.
Funny how one little decision can ruin your life, but also save it.
I cannot fly unless it's to Disney, and then I just hold my breath the whole way there.
Yeah, do you like peanuts?
Mickey Mouse.
Do you have anything sodium-free?
Oh my gosh. Full-on panic attack.
Terribly sorry, folks. That was extreme turbulence resulting from a sudden weather
my
surge
God.
that was not on the radar.
That little kid is chill. Oh my god.
Only
Oh.
6 weeks worth of research.
Stewardess.
Oh my god.
Repeat your call sign, please.
We are MA828.
Gosh, could you
Name, captain, and
imagine?
the number of passengers and crew on your manifest.
Trying to make a connecting flight, we owe you one. Flight attendants, prepare for landing.
They already missed their connecting flight, that's for sure. The last time that I went to Disney, I fell asleep and I woke up to turbulence and the lights were flashing and I was like, oh my god. That didn't happen to me though. That would be worse. Ambulances and everything, oh my gosh.
The plane departed Montego Bay, Jamaica on April 7, 2013. You've all been missing, presumed dead for 5.5 years.
Could you imagine? Oh my god. Such a long amount of time, but it's not that long at the same time.
It's really been 5 years. How am I still alive?
We never landed anywhere until we landed right here.
It's like a
I'll tell
blip.
you what
It
really
just
happened.
happened. Oh my
Took
god.
off on time. I'm gonna sue this.
I'm not gonna lie, it might be like that.
I need to make a call.
I want my mom.
Sorry, I'm like so nasally because I was crying so much from Once Upon a Time. It's another person. Oh.
Cal!
Your mom got sick. You were everything to her.
No. I was just running with her on the beach. I came out here to tell her.
Oh. I was emotional from Once Upon a Time. Now I'm emotional again. Right around where I stopped watching. It literally just felt like hours to them, and your mom's gone. 5 years of life.
That cheesy verse was her mantra.
We hung on to your apartment as long as we could, but eventually we had to let it go.
I know you probably don't want Miss Bad Influence hanging around the kids. I would get...
Michaela, no. That's ancient history.
Yeah, it was 2 days ago. For me. I am still the same script. All things.
Did she say the same
Things.
She's remembering what her mom said. But it's like she actually heard it.
Please.
It wasn't like she was remembering it. It's like she was like, what? Where did that come from? So they're checking all the luggage, checking the plane.
It's as if the plane never left the sky.
Do I have to say out loud that that's impossible?
It must have gone through some like time loop or like a portal or something.
You're so young.
Her eyes are gorgeous.
You look exactly the same.
Who is she?
Lourdes.
Oh my god, he got married.
2 years before I even looked at another one.
Oh my god, wow. It was 2 years. He thought she was dead.
If we get him admitted and we get a jump on the treatment, the odds are excellent. You are sitting here right now, baby. A miracle just happened.
It's showing you like the pros and cons of everything. Like she's having a time.
Make sure you contact your local police department.
She's like, I can't even shop in Walmart.
Slower.
That sounded like her voice.
Excuse me.
Do I come to your work and tell you how to do your job?
Slower. Slow down now!
I did not know that.
My voice, but it was talking to me.
Okay, so what was her voice?
Normally I'd go to mom about all this, but now I'm stuck with you.
I lost my mom.
Stuck with you.
Keep it to yourself before you end up in a psych ward having exploratory brain surgery.
Yeah, but maybe you should pay a little more attention to it, Josh Dallas.
That's what I think.
Ben. I was about to say, how what a supportive relationship they have. That's not very supportive. Oh, it's a party.
Pediatric cancer patients for close to 30
Oh
months.
my gosh, that's the doctor that figured
Couldn't
out
be more. It's
that-
already saved hundreds of young lives.
Interesting.
She goes to therapy?
Yeah, twice a week. Ride in a car, go to school. She couldn't have sleepovers because of the nightmares.
I wasn't even considering the trauma, like the significant trauma of the people off the plane. Set them free. Set the puppies free.
Set them free.
No, what are you doing? Set them free.
Set them free.
You puppy killer. Who like won't leave her alone.
Set them free.
Why do I feel like if they're not talking about the dogs, maybe they're talking about something else? You followed her?
Find me. Ben.
Oh, did he hear it too?
Setting them free. I don't want to be a circus freak.
That's
I
why
don't
he
have the time
snapped,
for it.
because he was hearing it.
Who would want to reclaim my life, Ben? Part of me wishes we hadn't come back at all, but here we are.
This is a felony.
Yeah, I'm a police officer. I'm pretty sure I know what a felony is.
Oh, the puppers. Now take him home. We're gonna see it's her.
You never enter the property, just let the dogs out.
I bet you there's something in that trailer.
To find these abducted girls, and I'm here trying to put out your fire.
That's where the abducted girls are.
I break open a fence, and yeah, it's because you've married my best friend. Like, Lourdes is amazing. You're both amazing.
You spend so much time with that person. They know the person. You grieve with
What?
them.
I will never, ever stop believing that I didn't commit murder when Evie died sitting next to me in my car. So yeah, as I am standing here, I am...
So she got into a car accident and Evie died. Who's Evie? She really got a bad end to the deal there. Like, at least for Ben, his kid is being saved.
You don't have to apologize for something that happened to you.
I made the choice to stay behind.
It was a long time ago, Dad.
I lost sight of your life. You don't know me. We're gonna fix that. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, that's his little girl. She's a teenager now.
Survival rates are through the roof. Who wouldn't want in?
Unusual case. Male born April 19th.
She recognized him?
His diagnosis state is outside the study parameters. He's lived with this disease for more than 6 years.
No, excuse me.
Can't risk breaking protocol. I think we need to deny.
Oh my god.
We're months away from being bought by a major pharmaceutical. There's too much money in the line for both of us. And
Ew, he is a little kid.
I'm not ruling out that just maybe he came back to be saved and I came back to save him.
And I couldn't care less about the money.
I can't believe
really
that people
necessary.
actually are able to make conscious decisions like that. Well, this little boy might screw up our money.
Set them free.
See, it's not the dogs.
Aren't you glad to see me?
I don't trust
huh?
it. Pupper snuppers, bite him in the butt.
All things work together for good.
Oh, wow. I like shows like that. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled now.
We're aware of who broke open your gate.
It's good that she went by herself, too, because he wouldn't have believed her if she told him why she was doing it. Pupper snubber! Oh my god. Oh, poor babies. Well, that's a nice new talent to have if you're a cop.
Long time no see. Free, you at least.
These girls are alive because you came back. It's lucky for all of us.
He's like, I don't get it, though. How did you know? How did this happen?
You still take my breath away.
Maybe she just wasn't ready for marriage and she wanted to stay in the relationship, but it's like, it's insane that that's not even an option.
You're the
now.
optimist.
I have so much to apologize to you for.
Is she seeing someone else?
I've spent every day of the last 5 years blaming you. 6 months left with him, and even that you took away from me.
Oh.
Cal had to be on that plane. He had to.
It's like everything happens for a reason.
When we were on that trip in the first place was because you insisted and bribed me with sex.
Ooh.
This is bigger than us.
Oh. It didn't seem like a smile. Like, it seemed like he was like, like he recognized her, maybe.
Are you alright?
Drink some water. Found safe at an Astoria metal shop and are being treated.
She's seeing someone else. What are you doing? What is this? Oh. What
are you gonna do?
I was gonna say she has to know, right? Awful. Poor Josh Dallas. So is she thinking she's like a disciple now, or?
Ears burning much? You okay?
How'd you know I was here?
New. Huh. So now they have this shared connection.
What is this? What makes two head cases like us so special?
How do you know it's just you, though? Maybe it is other people.
The probability it's just you and me.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the two of us.
Ooh, is everybody going back to the plane? Yeah.
Whatever force brought us all here. Had no interest in being investigated. This was just the beginning.
Oh. All right, so there you have it. Manifest episode 1 pilot, and I loved that. So as I said, I saw the very beginning. I didn't make it very far through. I pointed out where I stopped. I didn't know there was this whole aspect of it. I feel like they touched on like voices in the trailer slightly, but I didn't think it was going to be this impactful. So we have the flight gets overbooked. They offer people $400 to take a later flight. Ben takes it along with his sister Michaela, along with his son, and all these other people. And there's turbulence for maybe a minute, maybe 2, and that's it. Everything is as usual, and they land, and they are told that they have been gone for 5.5 years. So now this could be many, many things. Now this could be, my brain immediately goes to a movie, and I won't say what it is because I don't want to spoil it, because it's the whole point of the ending. That's the surprise, but it goes to this movie because we have all different kinds of people on the plane. I'm assuming that we are going to start getting to know, she said, we're going to get to know these people better than we know ourselves. So we're probably going to get like specific episodes based off of certain characters for us to get to know them too. But we know that one of them is a doctor, or someone who does research for doctors, and the child with cancer, pediatric cancer. And that just so happens to be her field. So I'm thinking, like, was this implemented? Like, is this like a test? Did someone know and set up and like design who was going to be on that plane? Like, if we offer $400, we know that they'll do it because they're struggling for money, and we know that this doctor's on there. Like, did they is there somebody above them like organizing this whole thing? Is it a higher power? Is it somebody of a greater power, like a mystical power? Like, she's in the church, she keeps referencing all of these proverbs and verses from the Bible. Is it like a godlike figure? Was it a time loop? Or a paradox, or whatever you want to call it? Was it a portal that they had gone through that would explain the turbulence, and now all of a sudden it just like froze them? It could be so many things, but the fact that, I mean, I was gonna say the fact that the plane just exploded. The plane exploded. Did someone set that up? Did someone set something there to make it explode? Did it just explode and simultaneously combust? Like, it could be so many different things, but I am going to have so much fun on this journey. I could already tell. I love shows like this where you kind of have to figure out what's going on, look out for the clues. I love how she sees like 828 and that's what draws her in. And so now we're dealing with the fact of the aftermath of this situation. Ben is not having a terrible time. His son is now going through this treatment, and everything else seems to be okay. He's trying to work on his relationship with his daughter. His daughter's very happy to see him, and he thinks that everything's okay with his wife. But we find out at the end there that she must be seeing someone, because the person says, "I miss you. Did you tell him yet?" And the daughter says, "What are you going to do?" As if she knows. So at least he's got his kid in treatment. Michaela, on the other hand, was trying to decide whether she wanted to accept the proposal of her boyfriend, and figures out she does. And when she comes back, she realizes that it's been 5.5 years. He waited 2, but now he's married to her best friend of all people. And she doesn't have her apartment because obviously who would be paying for it for 5.5 years? So all of her possessions are gone too. Her mother, who she says is like her closest person, now it's Ben, is gone. She died. And I love how they say at the beginning, like, my parents in perfect health, because it's like nothing's gonna happen. They're fine. 5 years though, a lot can happen. So loses her mother. She's having a real shit time. But her gift of hearing these voices is now helping her, considering she's a cop, because it's helping her figure out certain cases and things like that. So I'm curious to see, going into the other characters and the other people, like, what are they doing? Obviously, they're all hearing the voices. We saw the different, like, the montage of them, like, oh, and now they're all here. If I was Ben and Michaela, the first thing that I would do is go to his son. His name, I forgive me, I can't remember. I would go to the son and I would say, you know, are you hearing things? Are you seeing things? Like, how are you feeling? What do you feel? Like, what are you thinking? What's going on with you? Because clearly, if all of them are having an effect, it's having an effect on them. It's probably having an effect on him too. We saw when the plane blew up, he went and jumped out, you know, like opened his eyes, but he doesn't really talk much. He doesn't really say much. So I feel like if he was hearing the voices, he would tell them, but just maybe he's not. And the way he looked at, I can't remember her name, it was something with an S. He looked at her as if, like, I don't know, I can't describe it. It wasn't like, oh, I recognize you. It was like, like someone told him to look or something. But I'm very happy she got him into that treatment. That really pissed me off. That makes me so upset, because it's, I always say this, it would be funnier if it wasn't true. You know, it'd be more crazy if it wasn't so true. I'm sure there are people like that really would take into consideration the money that they're going to make and the success of this treatment over the lives of other people, when the point of the whole freaking thing is to save lives of people. It's sick and it's insane. But that's going to be interesting to see moving forward, exploring that, having like all of these good things, like, again, him being able to do the treatment, her treatment becoming this great success. It's just like, oh, I can't wait to explore all the characters and see everything going on with them. But It's too early to tell right now what exactly it is, what they're hearing, what's happening, how they're all going to be connected, and why it chose them. But like I said, I'm here for it. I'm excited. That was a really, really good first episode. It definitely makes me want to watch more. I'm excited. Everyone throw a like or dislike if you do not like what you see, but comment down below, let me know why. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We do fun things here. Ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. Follow us on all social media, but that is it. So long, everyone. Try to make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.